never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness.
Hey, hey, you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Before we get into the video, there are two things I gotta tell you and tell you first. Okay, if you are a sports fan and an anime lover, and especially a fan of the New York Knicks, you will like this. And this is my new wallpaper and paper. The captain of the New York Knicks, Jalen D. Brunson. I know it's backwards a bit, but hey, just wanted to show you. Just wanted to show you. And the person who made that picture, okay, I'm going to shout him out right now. Daily Dopes of Dopes. His name, okay, okay, the username will be right here on the screen right here, and also also his username and tag and his Instagram will be down below in the comment section and in the description. So if you want this picture for your for your wall screen, you gotta go to his Instagram, go to Yonko Brunson, comment underneath his Instagram post and type in Yonko Brunson, and he will send you the picture that I just showed you. Second of all, yo, go check out Knicks N6 and this new song, Knicks in Four. It's the same guy that I've been shouting out for the last few videos. And yo, Colossal Gaming 6. Yo, check him out. The song is fire. Yo, show him some love, and play it everywhere you go. Play it everywhere you go. If you're a New York Knicks fan, or you love the New York Knicks, okay. So also his username his username will be down below in the comment section and in the description, and the username going to be right here. So show some love to the two people I just shout out, and yeah, let's get into the video. Yo, what's up, everybody? Yo, this is your boy King Lion, and welcome to the Dual Ace channel. Yo, how you guys doing on this amazing day? Yo, today we are going to be I'm going to be talking about the NBA, and I'm going to be talking about my top 10 players of this season in the NBA. Now, this is my opinion. These are my top 10. If you feel like I missed somebody out, put it down in the comment section. If you don't agree with it, put down you don't agree with my top 10, or you feel like you want to switch it up a bit, put it there, go down to the comment section down below and tell me your top 10. And yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, let's get into this. So right now, so before we get into the top 10, there's two honorable mentions. Number one, Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell, he did good this season. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, made it to the conference finals. Yeah, he was a fourth seed. Okay, all NBA second team. He showed out. He showed up this year, and he deserved all the awards he got. Okay, he deserved to be in the final. He beat the number one seed, the Detroit Pistons, with Kay Cunningham, him and stuff. Okay, and yeah, he went toe to toe with the Raptors. So I do believe that sure, he didn't make it into my top 10, but he do deserve an honorable mention. My second honorable mention is Steph Curry. Now, Steph Curry got hurt this season is for a majority of it, so I can't really tell where he would have been. I mean, his team was the 10th seed, so he was in the play-in. Yeah, and he did an amazing job going toe to toe against Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers. Okay, but but he did fall a little bit short to the Suns to get that eight spot to be in the playoffs. So that's why I can't put him higher and stuff. So if he wasn't injured and this and that and the third, I would have him maybe in the top 10. But right now it's just an honorable mention. Yeah, I know you guys want to ask which one, who number 11, who number 12. I'm gonna be honest with you. I got Donovan. Okay, okay, because of the injury for Steph. And I'm not saying Steph is. I do have, okay. If the injury didn't happen, I would have Steph a little bit ahead of Donovan, but Donovan is number 11, Steph is number 12, but it's very close. It's like it's neck and neck. It's just because, but it's because of one made it to the conference final, one couldn't make it into the playoffs. So one was not injured, one was playing all the games, one got injured. Okay, but that's the only reason why. Reason why. But overall, these two are my honorable mentions. Now let's get into it. Number 10. Number 10, Kay Cunningham. Now people are gonna be saying, Jeffrey, how the heck Kay Cunningham him is number 10? Shouldn't he be higher? Here's the thing. Cade had an amazing year. Amazing year. He came out of nowhere and brought the Detroit Pistons to a number one seed and won over 60 games. He was the driving force of the Detroit Pistons and then made it to the conference semifinals, and stuff. It was a run, and he deserved to be and he deserved to be on an All NBA team. He did deserve and yes, he did deserve to be in the top five, top six, and six in MVP voting. Okay, he deserves that and stuff. So I really do. I really do think Kate, and that's why Kate is in this top 10. The problem is this, and the reason why I have him at 10. Number one, and number one is this. Okay, okay, when he made it into the playoffs, he went down 3-1. He went down to a 3-1 deficit against the Orlando Magic, who was an 8 seed. Now, no one's saying that Orlando is not a good team and stuff, but you're the number one seed. You're the one who won 60 plus games. You're the one that everyone's saying that's going to make it to the make it to the finals and stuff. So, okay, you were the favorite, friends. Okay, but you didn't. But when the playoffs showed up, you guys were shook. You guys were staggering. You guys didn't bring that intensity, that energy that you had in the regular season. K showed up, yeah, but there was but yeah, but Orlando showed that hey, K got some flaws in his game and stuff. And yeah, he did come back from that three. He did come back from that 3-1 deficit. But it was very close. Game six, we almost in game six. I know when we saw that at halftime, and I know we can't all believe what we see at halftime, but what we saw at halftime, it could have been hey Orlando going to the second round. So that's what I'm saying. But they did come back. K came back and he did go to the second round. But it took 7 games to handle that. And then when you went to the second round to face Cleveland, you got you had a 2-0 lead over Cleveland. You should have beat them. You should have. You were this close to making it to the conference final and facing the team that you wanted to face in the Knicks, but you didn't. And in and you gave them life. And in Game 7, Cade had his worst game to date. Okay, and it just was abysmal. So you almost lost to an 8 seed and you almost lost to a 4 seed while you're the number one seed. Now we understand last year Cleveland was the number one seed and they lost to like I don't know, maybe a fifth seed. I don't know where Indiana was, like a fifth or fourth seed. I understand that, but it's like everyone thought that you were going to the conference final, and for your superstar to have a superstar in a game 7 to not show up, it's crazy. So I have to put Cade at number 10. I'm not saying Cade is not Cade don't deserve to be high and don't deserve to be higher on any other list. Okay, he had a good season, and there's a reason why he's ahead of Donovan because of the season that he had. But overall, he kind of like underachieved a bit. But hey, he still made it into my top 10. And 10. Number 9, LeBron James. Now people are going to be saying, well, hold on, LeBron, LeBron is number 9. How LeBron is number 9? Yeah, he missed 17 games. And he didn't make it on any All NBA teams and anything else. Okay, and I get that. But this year we have saw Brian play in a different way. His defense has his defense. Okay, he's not the defense like Miami brought, but he brought back the defense in a different way. When the Lakers needed Braun to step up, he stepped up. Okay, and he showed that, hey, I'm still a top 15 player in this NBA hey, and stuff. Okay, and he went on a historic run with Luca, okay, and AR during the month of March. He was the fourth seed that could have been. He was the fourth seed that could have been a third. That could have been the third seed if Luca and AR didn't go down with injury, and also the fact that everyone doubted that he can carry the team to the second, carry the team past the Houston Rockets, and he did, and he did it flawlessly. Okay, they fought. Okay, everyone fought. Stephen A. and the rest of his crew fought. Hey, and not even dumb, but everyone fought except for Laker fans. But hey, Braun was going to be done in 4 games. Braun said, nah. I'm going to show up. I'm going to prove, and I'm going to make everyone around me better. You make Luke Kennard, Luke Kennard. If I messed up his name, I'm sorry. Very better. Okay, he made Marcus Smart better. He made Rui Hachimura better. He made He made people better, and he became a facilitator. He became a floor general. Well, he became everything that the Lakers needed during the first round of the playoff, and he made it to the second round. And yes, he maybe lost. He got swept. Yes, but he lost to the former champions currently in the Thunder without having his best player on his team by his side, and he gave it everything he got in those 4 games. Okay, now of course, which one's worse? And of course, it's like, oh, how can one player go up while another player? How can K be at 10 while Braun be at 9? Simple. Okay, one wasn't one. Okay, one was expected after both of his teammates went down to get swept. The other one was expected to go to the conference final and even to the final. Expectations a bit. So Braun overachieved while Cade kind of underachieved a bit. That's why I have okay, but it's very close. Like, I'm going to tell you something. The 12 through 8 yeah, 12 through 8, 12 through 9 is close, like very close. So that's what I'm going to say about that. So speaking of number 8, I'm going to okay. Number 8 is the guy that people be talking about a lot these last few days. You've been trade rumors, and we've been hearing his name be popping up in many places. Number 8, Jaylen Brown. Now, why Jaylen Brown number 8 is this? Jaylen Brown. I'm going to tell you something. He had an MVP year. I'm not a Celtic fan. I'm going to keep it a buck with everybody. I'm not a Celtic fan, but Jaylen Brown. I am a Jaylen Brown fan because 2 years ago I said this: Jaylen Brown deserved that Finals MVP. He was the leader of the Boston Celtics in my eyes. He showed the reason why he deserved it. And I said this after the Finals MVP. You got okay. Everyone is going to say, "Hey, Tatum deserved it. Tatum deserved it. Tatum deserved it." So you need to show up either the last year or the year or this year and show why you deserve to be the face, and he did. He showed up this year when everyone thought that the Celtics would be at best a play-in team, and I mean a play-in team as in like the 10th seed or the ninth seed situation. And he said, "Nah. I'm going to carry this team to the second seed, and I'm going to okay. I'm going to show why I deserve to be in MVP conversation, why I deserve to be the face of the Boston Celtics," and he did that flawlessly. And the problem is, kind of fall short a little. You kind of fall short. You lost in the first round. And you lost to the first round to sorry, Philly. Lost to the first round. Now people are blaming this all on you. I don't blame this all on Jaylen Brown one bit. Okay, Jaylen Brown tried to carry this team on his back. I believe the chemistry got a little bit messed up when they rushed Tatum back. Because I don't know why everybody wanted to rush him back like he was King Tut and think, hey, that's going to make a big difference. No, the chemistry was going to be messed up. Okay, so to me, that's one of the reasons why. And him didn't show up in game. And he didn't show up for game seven. Game seven. I understand you got hurt. I understand that. But this is the playoffs. If this is the playoff, if you wasn't healthy enough to come back, then why did you even show up for? So to me, I put a lot of this blame on Tatum. And Tatum, okay, I do put some blame on Jaylen Brown for losing 3-1, but hey, things happen. But overall, this was a great season for him. He showed why he deserved to have his own team. He showed why he deserved that Finals MVP, and that's why I have him at number eight. Eight, okay, he's just not number seven though. And number seven, well, this guy, he loved to talk some smack, but he also loved to back it up. And this is a guy who played hurt, and I mean hurt. Okay, okay. Number seven is Anthony Edwards. Now, someone who played through injuries and played through heart and played through and showed some heart and played through everything to fight to get to the playoffs and get and go all the way to and try to get all the way to the conference finals again and to the final again. This man represents the NBA player. Yeah, but he's one of my. Yeah, I'm gonna admit it. Ant Man, he's one of my favorites because think about this. Anthony Edwards dealt with an injury going into the playoffs and he still carried his team to the sixth seed, not falling into the play-in. Then when he went toe to toe against Jokic, a guy who people were expecting to be in the finals, or at least the conference final, he didn't see. Okay, Anthony Edwards said, no. He's not. I'm not just going. Okay, I'm not going to fall down to Jokic. I'm not going to let this Joker beat me. I'm going to show him. Okay, I'm going to show him 2 years ago wasn't a fluke. I'm going to show him why I'm his big bad. Okay, why my name might be Ant Man, but I'm going to become a Batman. Man, in his eyes. And that's what he did. That's what he did. And he beat the brakes off of. He beat the brakes off of Jokic. And the thing is, the team was all hurt. Most of the team was hurt. Okay, Dante went down. Okay, other players went down, and and yes, he had help. He had help from people from people that he didn't even know that was. I didn't even know. I don't remember their name, but he had help, and he had some help. I'm not saying it wasn't just him, but they beat Jokic and that team in six, and they made people say, "Hey, maybe I have to doubt a little bit, and maybe I have to put a little bit of doubt against Jokic. Maybe I gotta doubt Jokic a little bit." So I gotta say, Ant Man, he showed up, and then on top of that, when everyone thought, hey, this is gonna be a sweep this is gonna be like a sweep or a gentleman's sweep by San Antonio, he said, no. I'm gonna no. This first game, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that, and he did. He took it and he took it and he showed why. And he showed why. Hey, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. My right leg is damaged, my left leg damaged, my right arm damaged, and everything damaged. I'm still gonna fight because I got that dog in me. And that's what okay, and that's what Anthony Edwards showed. So, okay, so to me, I got Anthony Edwards at number seven after everything I saw this season. Okay, number 7 is Anthony Edwards. He's just not number 6. And number 6, I'm going to say this right now. This season wasn't his best season. Not even close. He was injured most of the time. We're hearing about trade rumors. He's not okay. Okay, his team didn't even make it into the playoffs. It just wasn't a good. It just wasn't a good year. But his talent is still unbelievable, and I have to put him in there because of his talent and because of what we still think he can be, and he can be. Okay, he's just not going to be doing that on the Milwaukee Bucks because as of right now, my number 6 is now the newest member of the Miami Heat. And the Greek freak, honest, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now, Giannis didn't have a good year, and I know people are going to be saying, "Hey, why Giannis higher than most of these people?" And people, this is okay. This is just the okay. I'm just saying not having Giannis on this list would be a little bit disrespectful. It would be a little bit disrespectful. I understand, and I understand this wasn't a good year for him. Team didn't make it to the playoffs, this and that, and the third. He was injured as well. You were hearing about trade rumors. He wanted to be out of Milwaukee and stuff. But I think we can give him a little pass for this year. I'm gonna give him a little pass in this year. That's why. Okay, but this is just a one-time pass. Next year, if Miami next year you gotta do something with Miami. I don't care. You gotta make it into the play-in. You gotta do this and that because I'm gonna tell you something. If he can't do it, then he's going. Then I gotta drop him down a little bit lower. But right now, Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's my number. He's my number 6. He's just not reaching no top 5, and now I'm trying to get into that. Not top 5. Dang, we already at number 5. Yeah, we already at number 5. So who should I who should be number 5? Wait, hold a minute. Will it be Jokic? Nah. Well, it's not going to be Shea. It can't be okay. It can't be Wemby, but it's gonna. But number 5 is actually Luka Doncic. Now on. I have said this multiple times. I'm a Knicks fan. I'm a Laker fan, and on some occasions I am Miami a little bit. Some occasions because I did live in Florida for a time. And time just wasn't really. I did live in Florida for a time, but mostly Knicks and Lakers. Yeah, Lakers. This year, Luka Doncic showed up. He did show up during the regular season. He had a great regular season run. March, during the month of March, he showed that hey, he deserved to be in the MVP he deserved to be MVP candidate this whole year. But March actually showed that March just was domination by Luka. Okay, and he was NBA all team all NBA. He was good. The problem is he got hurt. He got hurt week and a half before the playoffs, and he just couldn't recover in time and time. Okay, but I'm not going to take away from the regular season that he had. He averaged over 30. I think he averaged maybe 30 in the 33 and 3 points for the season. I think if I'm wrong, you're wrong. I'll look it up later. But overall, he is the scoring champion. He won the scoring championship as well this year. And all team, all NBA. He deserved to be in the top 5, even if he didn't make it to the playoff. He didn't participate in the playoff. But I am going to say this to Luka Doncic, and this is something I got to say. Time is ticking, brother. Time is ticking. It's ticking. Because I'm going to be honest with you. These four, okay, you're about, okay, you may be 2 or 3 years away from being the new James Harden. I'm just going to keep it a buck with you. Time is ticking. You better make something happen in these next 2 or 3 years, or we gonna be looking at you as well. Well, I just said the James Harden of this era. So yeah. Now number 4. Well, number four. He loves riding his horses. And he is okay. And he always loved giving us a triple double. Well, okay. It's the Nuggets number 1 star, Nikola Jokic. Now Nikola Jokic, what can I say? He averaged a triple double every year, basically. He show okay. He's always an MVP for MVP. Yeah, he's always an MVP race. He's always an all team, all NBA. There's nothing I can say about him. But there is one thing. Getting your behind whooped by Anthony Edwards, a hurt Anthony Edwards, and a hurt Timberwolves team, and couldn't even make it to the conference. Couldn't even make it to the conference semifinal after Shea Gilder Alexander literally handed you the plate. Because this is what I'm just going to say, and I'm going to say this quickly. The last two games Jokic got handed the last two games of the regular season. Jokic got handed in a silver platter. Think about this for a minute. He fought OKC. OKC had nothing to lose. Had nothing to lose. Even if they lost that game, they were still going to be the number one seed. But if they beat Jokic, then they dropped to four because they would have been tied with the Lakers. And then they would have been faced, and then in the four, then in the conference semifinal, they would have been facing Jokic and Denver. Okay, so Shea actually try to play some fourth dimensional chess and try to help you out big time by giving up the game. And I don't know what San Antonio was doing. I think San Antonio just didn't want to hurt Wemby anymore because he had like a rib injury in situation. So they basically handed you the key to the castle. All you had to do was win the game. All you had to do was beat Ant Man, and you couldn't even do that. Ant Man beat your ass. So you had a good regular season. It's just the playoffs you just got disposed. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Anytime when I need somebody to guard Jokic, I'm always choosing Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert or Cat, one of those two guys, because they always find a way to guard your behind. So I'm gonna just say you're number four. You're number four because of what you did in the regular season and because of how great you are. But but you're making people doubt you, player. You're making people doubt you. Now we're going into number three. Number three. Number three. Well, number three won MVP this year. Number three won MVP this year. He was the defending champion, and let's be honest here. Okay. He was a mastermind of this regular season. His regular season. Some people call him the best player. And some people call him the best player today. Some people call him the magical flopper. Okay, I call him SGA, and we all know him as Shea Gildas Alexander, and he is my number three. He had the best regular. He had the best. His team had the best. Had the best record in the league. He was the number one seed. As he made it to the conference final. He won MVP. He was all NBA. He did all of that. The reason why he's number three is because of this. He just couldn't get the job done against the alien. He couldn't get it done against Victor Wembanyama. And to be honest, he just didn't show up. I'm going to be honest with you. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander did not show up during the first round, second round, or third round. He showed up for Game 7 of the conference final. There is no doubt about that. He showed up. But the rest of the games, he was lackadaisical. He was this and that. But overall, he had a good. Okay, at the beginning, we thought he was going to break Golden State record in the beginning of the season. He was like 16-1 for a while, and it was he, there's nothing I can't say anything bad about Shea Gilgeous-Alexander except for the flopping and stuff. And the only reason why he's number three because he didn't make it to the final, and he lost to San Antonio a bunch of times this season. So he is so he's number three, but I'm gonna tell you that number three and number two is like this close. Yeah, like this close. Close. He could have been easily number two. Right I just gotta say Shea Gilgeous Alexander he's number three. Okay, he's number three on my list. Now, number two. Now it's time for number two, and I gotta say, number two. Well, I just, well, I kind of gave it away a little bit because number two, he's the guy who beat number three. His name is Victor Wembanyama, the 7'5" alien, and from France. Now, Victor had a great year. 62, 60. No, he won 60. Yeah, he won 62 games this year. In year, the first unanimous DPOY, aka Defensive Player of the Year award. He's in. Okay, if this is how I'm gonna say it. No one else got a vote. That's how dominant he was in defense. That's why he became the first unanimous DPOY and DPOY player. Okay. Also made the all NBA first team. He second in MVP votings. Like Victor Wembanyama had an amazing year, and making it to the finals at age 22, he was great. He was great, and did nothing. And how much as a New Yorker I am, how much as a New Yorker, I don't really want to respect him after everything that he did, after all the dirty plays he did to the New York Knicks and every dirty play that he's been doing this season, and this not season, but this playoff run. I do gotta give credit where credit is due. He did, yeah, okay, he did amazing, and that's why I gotta say, hey, Victor Wembanyama, you're number two. You're just not number one though, and we know, okay, and now it's time to get into it. Number one, the number one and best player in the NBA right now, the Finals MVP. Not just the Finals MVP of the NBA Cup, not just the Finals MVP in the Eastern Conference. He's the Finals MVP of the NBA. Hey, Mr. Big Body Brunson, aka Jalen Brunson. Listen, and do I really gotta say anything? Made on All NBA this season. He won the NBA Cup. Cup. He went toe to toe with everybody in the East, and he dominated. He went to the finals and he beat the Spurs, gave them a gentleman's sweep. Did the was a part of the biggest comeback in NBA, and one of the big comebacks in NBA history. On top of the fact, dropping 45 in a closeout game and being the first man in history to win 3 MVPs in one season. Okay, there's not enough I can say about this man. There's not enough, and I just gotta say, and I just gotta say this. Everyone always says, "Hey, everyone always says, somebody better than Brunson." Well, they always better than Brunson until they got to face Brunson, and let's see where that leads them. That leads them leads them defeated, broken, and always getting they behind what got BTAs. Every okay. So my number one is Jalen Brunson this year, and is rightfully deserved. So this is my top 10. So that was my top 10. If you guys feel like my top 10 was a little bit wrong, you feel like somebody else should have been in there, put it down in the somebody else should have been in the top 10 and 10, or should have been honorable mention. Put it down below. Comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and yeah, yeah. Thank you for watching the video, and and I will see you guys later. Okay, deuces, peace. We're out of here. Also, one more thing. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It really will appreciate it. Almost at 600 subscribers. Let's get to 600. Our goal is to try to get to 1,000 by the end of the summer. Okay, let's get to it. Thank you for watching the video. I catch you guys later. See ya.